The Northern Sea Route is Russia's national transport corridor in the Arctic region. The route crosses the seas of the Arctic Ocean and partially those of the Pacific Ocean. Time savings along the route from Murmansk to Yokohama port can amount to more than 50%. Such a reduction in sailing time allows to significantly cut the expenses of any vessel. But the ice-covered waters present a number of challenges. Overcoming these challenges might only be possible through the development of new Arctic seas navigation technologies and ice navigation training courses for the crew. The Northern Sea Route is, first and foremost, aimed at reducing the risks of maritime accidents. The experts of the Automation and Computing Department of the Federal State Budget Educational Institution of Higher Education, Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping, are developing an intelligent system for preventing collisions at sea. The project was commissioned by Sovcomflot. The Intelligence System for Preventing Collisions at Sea is a software program which monitors the situation and assesses the potential danger, while taking into account not only the speed and the direction in which the vessels in the vicinity are moving, but also the navigation limits of the area. The necessary data comes from GPS trackers, GLONASS, marine radars, and the Automatic Identification System, AIS. The data is then processed based on cartographic information. The main objective of the software is to provide recommendations to the navigator as to which maneuvers should be conducted to avoid collision. Currently, our system functions as an advisor to the operator, as it provides the navigation data, its assessment and possible solutions. We have a database of possible maneuvers. The system then offers a selection of those options that are safe and can be executed by the vessel. The developed prototype passed the tests on the Sovcomflot simulator in St. Petersburg and thus proved its efficiency in tackling the most complex situations. The Intelligent System for Preventing Collisions at Sea is a virtual assistant to the navigator. However, in order to minimize risk situations when the intelligent system is of no use, a set of general regulations on ice navigation tactics should be established. Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping has yet again provided its expertise. The Polar Code enters into force on 1 January 2017. In accordance with the code, all ships operating in polar waters shall carry Polar Water Operational Manual on board. The Register, while drafting recommendations on the content of this document, requested the university to conduct the research. The university has identified the risks associated with ice navigation and designed model risk reduction measures. The document also contains recommendations for ship owners on the development of instructions tailored to each specific shipping company and to specific sailing conditions. The Arctic Department of Admiral Makarov State University has also been actively conducting research aimed at ensuring the safety of navigation in the waters of the Northern Sea Route. The Arctic Department, at the request of Rosmoor-Rech-Float and in close cooperation with the Arctic and Antarctic Research Institute and the Northern Sea Route Administration, has designed forecast methods for the types of ice conditions in the southwestern and northeastern regions of the Kara Sea during the winter period. These methods would help to facilitate year-round navigation in the most dangerous sections of the shipping lanes. Forecasting methods, risk reduction recommendations, and intelligence systems greatly facilitate the work of seafarers. Nevertheless, the fact that the final decision-making lies with the ship's officers should not be overlooked. Operating icebreakers may seem akin to operating any other ship to those who are not familiar with this type of vessel, but there are specific features that might seem negligible at first glance. But when faced with a need to perform a given action, you grow to understand, even though it's only a simulator, how daunting a task it can be to operate an icebreaker. That is why Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping pays particular attention to the ice navigation program and icebreaker pilots and master's training courses in the training of ship personnel. The Maritime Training Center of Admiral Makarov University offers ice navigation training since 2003. In 2015, 133 people received training in ice navigation at Makarov Training Center. The program involves the use of special simulation complexes in the course of the training. We're standing at the navigation bridge simulator. We're now tackling the maintenance of navigational control during bridge watch. Our main focus is on ice navigation. There are vessels either following the icebreaker or moving through the ice field on their own. We are training our students how to enter an ice field, how to retrace the ship's course, how to avoid being trapped in ice, how to provide assistance to icebreakers, and how to break the ship free from the ice. Thanks to the cooperation of the university with the Krylov State Research Center University, introduced an additional vocational education training process, Russia's largest navigation training complex. The complex is designed for the training of chief officers mates, sea pilots, shipping companies, and oil terminals experts. The complex comprises 6 integrated full-mission bridge simulators, 2 of which are equipped with a 360-degree visual projected scenery, while the other 4 offer a 210-degree visual image. Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping not only provides ice navigation training, but also teaches its trainees how to survive in extreme conditions. Sea Survival Center is one of the features of the training center, where the trainees gain the skills and knowledge which might prove crucial in tackling extreme situations. The Maritime Training Center offers more than 100 specializations and trains seafarers as well as cadets pursuing naval qualifications and experts specializing in continental shelf-related fields. The trainees perfect their practical skills and learn to jump into the water in life jackets and wetsuits, to hop on a life raft, to right the life raft if it capsizes, to lift and lower the lifeboat, to maneuver the rescue boat, to rescue a man overboard, to get airlifted by a helicopter. That is all the skills that might come in handy to a seafarer in case of an emergency. The training center features the most innovative training equipment. The simulators used are hardly any different from the equipment currently installed on sea and river ships. That is why the complex might rightly be considered one of the best, not only in Russia, but in the whole European part of our continent. Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping employs highly effective teaching methods and provides a unique and up-to-date learning environment for training and retraining of the personnel of the shipping companies operating in the Northern Sea route. Rossmore Port is one of such companies. The company's experts annually undergo various advanced training programs at the center. The ship's personnel skills and expertise are essential to ensure the safe passage through the waters of the Northern Sea route. It is to this end that Rossmore Port and Makarov University are expanding their broad program of cooperation in training of the ship personnel using the university's Training and Simulation Center. In the summer of 2016, the university and the Russian Maritime Register of Shipping signed an agreement on conducting joint research and consolidating efforts in maritime personnel training in accordance with the government policy objectives. Russian Maritime Register of Shipping is one of the world's leading classification societies and an acknowledged leader in the development of technical standards for ice-class ships. Together with the university, the Register has developed an advanced personnel training program. It covers a number of aspects which reflect the latest industry trends. 2017 will see the launch of a new advanced training program for the following 3 types of ship inspections: hull inspection, mechanical systems inspection, and electromechanical systems inspection. During the classes and seminars, a particular attention is given to ships operating in polar waters. But not only for the education of ship crew, University used their training base. Gazprom PJSC subsidiary companies, together with Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping, have developed and implemented a project aimed at testing and assessing professional competence of the senior sea ships and semi-submersible drilling rigs officers. As a result, a two-stage professional skills competition was held. During the first stage, 8 best chief officers were chosen out of 46 participants based on expert assessments and test results. Those 8 officers then proceeded into the second stage, the simulation stage. The second stage of the competition was organized on the basis of Maritime Training Center, the largest Russian navigational complex. The relevance of such competitions is not necessary to prove, because only the best of the best will be able to become a crew of modern icebreakers such as LK-60YA Arctic, launched on 16 June 2016. These icebreakers are primarily used to conduct various Arctic expeditions and to maintain navigation through the Northern Sea route. Admiral Makarov State University of Maritime and Inland Shipping trains highly qualified personnel for operating vessels in the waters of the Northern Sea route, develops recommendations and ice coverage forecasting methods, as well as takes part in the modernization of the icebreaker fleet, thus playing a special role in the navigation through the Northern Sea route.